as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
And Goff going to look to throw right away.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
This defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
You talk about getting off to a hot start, a shutout right out of the gate. Think of the carryover headed into this one, the residue of that game. That means excellent practices, guys alert, ready to go. They'd love to hang a second one right here, right now.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. The Bucs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
When you look at the Saints' defense,
they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Cousins. This is White on the screen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, On offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Cousins now. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Now Cousins here on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And they'll have it in the run zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation, because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage 1st down.
1st down, here's White. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O'Keefe, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Elijah Cansey in on the stop. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. There's Chris Olave. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Olave with his first grab, and he also has a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back and He's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's gone. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Third down and 1. Taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Here we go, tonight. 2 for 1. Set.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. This one taken in by Olave. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara fighting it off. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options. options on second and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Goff looking to change the play. Kamara gets it again on second down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Kamara.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Saints have taken the lead. A point after, good by Groupie.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd down and 4.
Play fake. Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, Cousins.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Cousins.
Another catch by White, back-to-back plays.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. To the air again, it's Cousins.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Flush to his right.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 14. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
White, he'll try the left side. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Throwing, Cousins.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Rashad White,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Cooper. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Throwing again is gone. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Now a first down throw, gone. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Goff throwing again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Second and 10. Goff going to move his guys around a bit.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break here. Goff.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And the lead is up to 8.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Buccaneers 13.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Still a one-possession game. 8 points the difference as we resume action on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They stay on the ground with White. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Now Cousins.
That's completed right side to Palmer. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
To throw, Cousins. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrington. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll go up the middle with White, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Play action now, Cousins.
That's taken in by Palmer.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw taken in by Palmer.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Harrington. Touchdown! A great effort there. 28 yards.
And the Bucs have cut the lead back down to 2.
So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. It's caught at the 1. And he's is not going to get there. So they come up empty on the two-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Goff going to shift him around. Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And some room to maneuver. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 46 yards.
And the Saints are able to widen their advantage.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
The point after, good by Groupie.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
28, Buccaneers, 19.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. At that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Now a give up the middle. This is White.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
And quickly they get to the line.
Buccaneers, first down.
Cousins on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action. Cousins rolling to his right. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Going with White here, toss left. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
We're getting set up for what should be a great 4th quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the 3rd quarter.
They'll look to throw. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
Olave holds it in.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far. Here we go, tonight!
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
In motion right is Osborne. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now Goff looking to change the play. 2nd and 14. They'll get this out to Kamara.
Will go down as a gain of 6 and 3rd and 8 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Yeah, they're going to speed things up here. Here's Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. Watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Off the play fake, Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yes, multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan of how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped the pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Goff going to move his guys around a bit.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Following the interception, Cousins out to his left. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They keep it on the ground right again. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play fake. Cousins.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Saints will have the football back.
So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up. but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now 2nd and 4.
Goff now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7.
Goff going to shift him around.
At the 34-yard line.
Back to throw.
Connecting with Johnson.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And they'll run it here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Goff.
Into the hands of Cooper.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
This feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move